What is
Okay,
it?
so FlokiFi. Yeah, so let's start with FlokiFi.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier to break this down because we really have three lines of business. We have FlokiFi, which is our umbrella term for a suite of decentralized finance products that we'll be launching in succession here. The first one is called FlokiFi Locker. And then, of course, we have Valhalla. So we have an incredible metaverse coming. So we'll start with FlokiFi. So FlokiFi Locker is the first DeFi protocol that will be launched under the FlokiFi name. It is being tested on the mainnet right now. What it does is it allows other projects in crypto, this is the main function, to lock and vest their liquidity pool tokens. So to lock the liquidity pool tokens and vest the team tokens to prevent people from being rug pulled. Floki was born from not one rug pull, but two. We were actually rug pulled twice within the first 2 weeks that the token was launched. The first and the
Oh.
second dev ran away with the liquidity. At that time, this core team, which includes Mr. Brownwhale, B, Saber, and Jackie Zhu, who is our lead blockchain dev, they stepped forward from the community and they funded liquidity for the Floki token with their own money. And they gave every single V1 holder, every single version 1 holder that was rug pulled, they gave them their money back. They airdropped them tokens. And at
Nice.
that time, they locked the liquidity for Floki for 265 years. So Floki's liquidity is locked for 265 years on PancakeSwap and on Uniswap. You can go out there and look at it. No chance for this team to ever do that, for that to ever happen again to Floki. So that went into FlokiFi Locker. We built it's the most innovative digital asset locker in the world. It allows for infinite lock times. So you can lock your liquidity for 500 billion years if you want. You can also lock NFT batches, which is huge for NFT projects. You can also lock regular NFTs. You can lock fungible tokens like your Floki tokens or your Bitcoin if you wanted to have a retirement fund or to leave something to your family. You can lock that into the locker, provide the NFT key to whoever you want to have it. They can open it whenever the lock expires. But the big one is that liquidity locking protocol. So right now, there are about $90 billion in assets locked across the crypto space. At all-time highs
Wow.
back in November. Back in November, it was like 250 billion back when everything was going through the roof, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's imagine that FlokiFi Locker gets 10% of that, which by the way, we don't intend to just get 10% of it. But let's say we got 10 billion locked up. The fee for you to lock your liquidity pool tokens in the FlokiFi Locker is 0.5%, 0.50%. That's less than the two biggest competitors in most cases. It's right in line with what people charge to lock liquidity. However, it works a little different with FlokiFi Locker. 75% of that money goes directly into the Floki treasury. That is to build things like Valhalla. That is to do the marketing that we do globally. That is to develop the FlokiFi ecosystem further. 25% of that is automatically converted into Floki tokens and burned when the transaction happens. So, with that example, if we were to lock up $10 billion in TVL over the next 1, 2, 3, 5 years, at 10 billion, we get 50 million in revenue. 12,500,000 of that is burned as Floki tokens, and the rest goes into the Floki treasury. So now Floki goes from just being some meme token, right, is what people think, to being an actual decentralized autonomous organization with a revenue producing token burning machine that every token from the time it's going to go on mainnet this week. I can just say that it's been promised this month. And every project that launches in cryptocurrency from now, from when it goes on mainnet until the end of time, will have the option to use the FlokiFi locker. Why might they do that? Because we have the Floki brand, right? We already have 14 partners announced. That includes the top decentralized exchange, Trader Joe on the Avalanche network. We've partnered with the KCC blockchain, which is the KuCoin blockchain. We've partnered with the OKX blockchain, which is the OKX blockchain. We've partnered with ApeSwap, BenStarter, CoinStats, which is a coin tracking app. So I can tell you that once this goes on mainnet, that number of 15 will quickly grow to 50 and 100 and 150 and more partners. And what these partners do is they refer business to the FlokiFi locker. That's the genius in it. We actually pay a referral fee of the revenue that we earn if people refer business into the FlokiFi locker. So it looks like we're going to be the preferred locker on at least 6 blockchains by my estimation. and projects are going to be locking up their liquidity pools and saying loudly that we won't rug pull our community. And when that happens, Floki makes a little money, and the ecosystem grows. So it's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, what comes to mind then is how secure is this system for everyone involved then? How can you
It's
ensure
yeah,
people that it's not gonna go away?
yeah. It's fully audited by CertiK. You can go out to CertiK and look at the FlokiFi audits. They're there, so the contracts are audited. The nature of a liquidity locker or a locker protocol is actually inherently safe, and here's why. Each lock that is created, if you create your own vault, let's say I go in and I lock my CryptoPunks NFT. When I lock that up, it creates its own smart contract. That one smart contract, that's my vault. Okay. It's not everybody's. Everybody's assets don't go into one pool. It's just
Mm-hmm.
my assets. And when I do that, I receive an NFT key into my wallet, the wallet that I locked with. I have to have that NFT key to unlock my asset after the timer expires. So it's still my keys, right? In order for somebody to get to my assets, they would have to get to my wallet. They would have to get my NFT key. They would have to know when my CryptoPunk unlocked, and they would have to know that they needed to go to the FlokiFi protocol to unlock it.
Yeah, okay.
So everybody's separated, if that makes sense. Everything's
Mm.
compartmentalized, and that's why they're inherently safe. I mean, there's two big players out there. Unicrypt and Team Finance are the two big ones. They've been doing this for years.